Welcome to Norfolk Southern's Safety and General Conduct Rules Training. Today, we will cover Rule 1100F, use of the Norfolk Southern brake stick, and Rule 1100G, steps for operating a handbrake with a brake stick. Please pay careful attention so that you understand these rules and how these activities are safely performed.
Just a few more things before we finish up our job briefing. Here's a list of the assignments on our territory that require the use of a brake stick.
Operations Bulletins. Review operations bulletins for specific division assignments that require the use of brake sticks and their availability at various locations.
The use of the brake stick is covered in the Safety and General Conduct Rules under Rule 1100F and 1100G. 1100F, use of Norfolk Southern brake stick. Number 1, only approved brake sticks authorized by Norfolk Southern may be used. Number 2, employees must be trained and qualified before using the brake stick. Number 3, prior to each use, the brake stick must be inspected. Well, let's go inspect my brake stick. Now let's review the proper way to inspect a brake stick.
Okay.
Rule 1100F3 requires that prior to each use, the brake stick must be inspected. The brake stick must be inspected to determine that the extension shaft is not noticeably bent. Next, inspect the extension shaft locking grooves, making sure they have no visible cracks. Check that the extension shaft is held snugly at each of the locking grooves by the locking mechanism. If the locking groove is not aligned with the locking mechanism, the indicator ring is visible. Once the locking groove is aligned with the locking mechanism, the indicator ring is not visible. Next, firmly grasp the extension rod attachment's head to make sure that it's not loose, and inspect the extension shaft to ensure it has no observable cracks. The use of modified, damaged, or field-repaired brake sticks is prohibited. Damaged brake sticks must be turned in or forwarded to the proper authority for replacement. Also, note that brake sticks no longer have an expiration date.
Just remember, you can't make any modifications.
I understand. Can we review some of the tasks that the brake stick is used for?
Sure.
Rule F5. The brake stick may be used to operate high or low vertically mounted handbrakes and operate retainer valves. It may also be used to open knuckles and to operate the EOTD reset button. The brake stick can be used to operate angle cocks when the employee is positioned on the same side of the equipment where the angle cock is located. But employees are prohibited from using the brake stick to operate angle cocks located on the opposite side of the car from the employee. The brake stick hook should be inserted in the brake wheel from the outside. The brake stick must always be in the locked position except when adjusting the length. When transporting the brake stick, it must be in the collapsed and locked position.
In reference to number 7, when it says when transporting a brake stick, does that also apply to when you're applying and releasing handbrakes to multiple cars and walking from car to car?
It's a good question, Brian, which is often misunderstood. You can walk from car to car with the brake stick extended while applying or releasing handbrakes, but as soon as the task is complete, you must collapse the brake stick and lock it.
That's a good explanation. Thank you.
Now let's go over some things that you cannot do with the brake stick.
Okay, sounds good.
Rules F8 through F13. The brake stick must not be stored in an area where it may be an obstruction or present a tripping hazard. These areas include building and equipment walkways, steps, seats, or in the passenger compartment of an automobile. The brake stick must not be leaned against any type of support unless it's secured from falling. When on equipment, do not hang the brake stick on an occupied side ladder or where the brake stick extends below the car side. Do not use the brake stick to operate hand brakes on moving equipment. Do not place the brake stick on or remove the brake stick from moving equipment. Do not use the brake stick to operate bent or broken brake wheels. Do not use the brake stick to operate quick-release handles. Do not mount or dismount equipment while carrying the brake stick.
Now that we covered Rule 1100F and the Safety and General Conduct Rules, let's cover 1100G.
Rule 1100G. Steps for operating a handbrake with the brake stick. Unlock the second stage of the brake stick and adjust the length. Take maximum advantage of the available length of the brake stick in order to remain outside of the track gauge and away from equipment. Relock the second stage. Position yourself parallel to the brake wheel that's to be operated and outside of the track gauge, and protect against unexpected movement. Determine the type of handbrake to be operated and be alert to quick-release spin-type brakes. Turn your body so that your shoulders are perpendicular to the rail. Place your feet shoulder width apart and always maintain good balance. Grip the lower section of the brake stick with both hands. Your hands should be about 12 inches apart, and your bottom hand should be about 2 to 3 inches from the end of the handle. Avoid positions where you could strike against other objects while operating a handbrake. Note, when pulling on the brake stick, position yourself so that the handle travels to the side of your body and not into your body. The brake stick must not be used while equipment is moving on an adjacent track. Rule 1100G3. Applying a handbrake. 3-step protection. When applying or releasing handbrakes, if it becomes necessary to foul the equipment, be sure to request 3-step protection. From the brake side of the car, hook the brake wheel in the 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock section. From the opposite side of the car, hook the brake wheel in the 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock section. If there's no tension on the brake chain, spin the brake wheel until there is tension on the brake chain. This can be done continuously or with short strokes, allowing the brake stick to disengage the brake wheel with each stroke. When there is tension on the brake chain, apply final braking effort using only short quarter-turn pulls. Refrain from hammering or making sudden jerking motions. Rule 1100G4. Releasing a handbrake. From the brake side of the car, hook the brake wheel in the 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock section. From the opposite side of the car, hook the brake wheel in the 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock section. Use a short, firm pull to release the brake. Refrain from hammering or making sudden jerking motions. When there is no tension on the brake chain, spin the brake wheel using continuous revolutions or short strokes, allowing the brake stick to disengage the brake wheel and release the brake.
Now that we went over Rules 1100F and 1100G of Safety and General Conduct Rules, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. You explained everything very well.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
This concludes your training on Safety and General Conduct Rules 1100F and 1100G. Your safety is Norfolk Southern's top priority. By following these rules, you should be able to perform these activities in a safe manner. Norfolk Southern. One line, infinite possibilities.